Ever since I was a kid, I thought that Nuparu Inika was the coolest frickin' thing in the world. I go so far as to call him the best Toa that LEGO ever made. But one of the first results when you Google Nuparu is this Reddit thread that says that he is just a mess, that he's a subpar set. So is this set actually subpar? Is it terrible? Or is he the most awesome thing you've ever seen? Let's discuss. I mean, is there really a debate? A Toa clad in black armor with sharp claws for hands. A sick drill-inspired blaster with a laser scope up top. He's got spikes all over his mask and a mask power that is levitation. That is the recipe for a perfect Toa. The Toa Inika, they really leaned into a quite gritty and dark aesthetic, which let me tell you, 10-year-old Ben thought that that was so badass. And come on, the claws make him look like he's frickin' Wolverine. I mean, that alone is reason number 56 that Nuparu is dope. The claws also feel so fitting for a Toa of Earth. Remember, the very first Toa of Earth that we ever got as a set was Onoa. And yeah, he had claws. So it's nice that they redid that idea, but made sure that it felt fresh and different. But people do hate on the Toa Inika's masks. The rubber design, the new look and feel, which does feel very alien to what we've seen before. Yeah, these masks are a bit of a touchy subject. Not everyone likes them. And I get it. But mate, how could you hate this? Nuparu's mask comes with an awesome rock and roll aesthetic. Dude looks like he's fresh out of Kiss. Dude looks so metal. Black spikes like this is not really something I would expect to see on a Toa, and yet it works so well. It's a surprisingly fitting combination. I like it. His blaster, well, it's not strictly speaking a blaster. It's meant to be inspired by a drill. And actually, it's so nice that Earth elemental power is just sort of subtly included. Yes, this looks like a drill, but it also doesn't. Yes, the claws feel themed to Earth, and yet they don't. I appreciate that the representation of the elemental powers, they aren't slapping you across the face, but they're still there and they're still very much a part of his DNA. And yeah, with that blaster, the fact that you can swap out the lightsaber bar and use any other color that you want, bro, I love that extra bit of customization. The gun does also light up, however my batteries are dead, so mine doesn't right now. But it is cool when it does. It looks a little something like this, but not on that blaster, on this one instead. Ben would love to go and buy batteries right now, but there is currently a hurricane coming through Perth. I can't go outside. Now, I have seen a bit of hate for Nuparu's color scheme. It is a bit drab and boring. Sure, black and light bluish gray, not exactly popping, not exactly fun, It doesn't necessarily stand out. But I don't know, he reminds me of Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe, a character who had toys that were also all black. And people celebrated that. It made him feel more like a ninja. The darker colors just added to his awesomeness. And I feel like that's the exact same thing here. Yes, a bit of orange might have been nice. Yes, I don't know, some green or yellow might have looked cool. But that sleek, black, hide in the darkness kind of aesthetic? Nah, dude, that's cool. Oh gosh, I just realized I left this little add-on thing here at the top of the Zamasphere launcher. I put these pieces here because, well, as you can see on other sets, the Zamaspheres like to just fall out if you pose this a little too hard, which is a bit of a downside to the set. So yeah, these two pieces are not included. But I do think it's a change that you should add to your Inika sets, because boy, it's a pain when those Zamaspheres hit the floor, roll under the table, and you can never find them again. This makes that a little bit less likely to happen. Oh, and of course, Nuparu is the only Toa Inika to have the Zamasphere launcher strapped onto his shoulder. And it's good, it frees up his arm to just be the claw, makes it easier for him to attack. And I don't know, it's just out of the way. It looks cool like this. Bro looks like he's frickin' War Machine from Marvel. And that is epic. I don't know, man, I can't fault this set. If anyone is giving this some slander, I think they're wrong. As far as Toa go, Nuparu Inika is peak. He's cool in every conceivable way. But are his pieces any good? Let's find out. I'll start off with the mask. An old friend of mine named Galaxus uses this for his self-mock. The mask is flipped around, and when it's built like this, you really just focus on the spikes. It's nice, it's a good way to customize this epic brick-built visor. It's just such a good way to breathe new life into this piece. And actually, you could do the exact same thing with every other Toa Inika face. Use it for the backing of a custom head. That sounds good, doesn't it? While we're talking about the mask, this is of course the piece that rests inside of it. Bionic Builder uses this element in a pretty cool way. The molding mark at the very top of this piece, well, that kind of looks like an eye. And then you build other stuff on the very top of this piece, give it a bit of a crown. It's a pretty good head design. Very nice. The Zamisphere launcher uses a tube to help pull off its function. And I do like the way that Brinicles has used it here. You get a bunch of them, and you feed them in like they're wires and tubing. They're the inner workings of the actual insides of this robot. Plus, hey, the fact that these pieces are flexible means that this isn't going to hinder the posability. It'll probably help it. We do like to see that. The cage that allows you to store additional Zamispheres. What about that? Well, Eclipse Caller has used it here for a leg design. It's got a nice bone-like quality to it. Even though, yeah, that's not how leg bones look, the aesthetic still feels very appropriate, very dark, very gritty. It ties into the look of this mock quite well. Up next, Nuparu's claws. Purple Boy Bonks uses them for shoulder armor on this mock. Actually, hey, this is a revamp of Nuparu Mari, the kind of version 2 of Toa Nuparu. So actually that's smart. Since Nuparu Inika becomes Nuparu Mari, why not include some of the original pieces in this new version? Bit of consistency, you know? It makes sense. If you're revamping Nuparu Mari, take some of the pieces from his Inika form and put them in that mock. Okay, gonna do something a little bit different for this next piece. We got the blaster. It's a good little part. But what if you don't have it, but you really want one? Well, why not build your own? That's what Kotorak did, and he did a great job. Yes, it's a little more stylized, a little bit more personal, but I like that. And you know, looking at them, you can still see the similarities. It's well done. Very well done. And actually, this Nuparu revamp is just as cool. Putting in so much more orange looks so good. Because remember, Nuparu as a Matoran, he did have orange in his color scheme. So this just makes sense. Something to consider if you're revamping the character. And if you are, well, here's one more revamp to give you some ideas. This is made by Brick Diamonds. Ah, dude, introducing more sleek armor like this? Very nice. I didn't think Nuparu could look better, but turns out he can. Especially with that custom mask. Oh, it's dope. If you're really not a fan of the rubber masks, this is a nice alternative. Now, Brick Diamonds always likes to include a few of these gold microphone pieces in his mocks. And I always like it. That bit of exposed gold feels like nuts and bolts, or exposed circuitry. Something about it gives off an excellent robotic flair. And yeah, tiny little hints of gold amongst the black and the silver. It does look good. Speaking of silver, we no longer have light bluish grey, instead, yes, metallic silver pieces. And don't they just look great? That is a nice little upgrade. Oh, and then some Exoforce blaster pieces for an even bigger shoulder gun? Dude. Now he looks even more like War Machine. This right here is a work of art. Such a good revamp. And such a good set. I'm telling you, man, Nuparu Inika is the best Toa that they ever made. Or at least the coolest. I mean, look at him. If you are planning on revamping this character, take a look at the links below. You can find more work from the builders that I featured right there. Thanks for watching, everyone. Happy building, and bye for now. And of course, something very synonymous with the Toa Inika, the All-American Rejects song Move Along. Band, play as much of it as you can without getting copyright struck.